last night, I don't know if you saw. Last night on SmackDown, it was made official that I'm going to be wrestling Sami Zayn at WrestleMania. Isn't that exciting? Listen, me and Sami, man, our careers, it's really hard to put into words what it means to our careers because I'm sure you're aware, we've been joined at the hip really since we met in what, 2002? It's almost 20 years ago.
Wow.
And, we never, I like to say we're more like brothers than friends because we never chose to be friends with each other, right? You don't choose your relatives. You're just born into a family, and whoever you're related to, right? So Sami and I, where we came from, Quebec, it was really hard for people to get outside of the province and make their names in wrestling. But then when we started getting a bit of a buzz, all these wrestling companies, these independent companies would bring us together, and we had no choice. They would say, we want the best too, and that's you two. So we'd have to drive together 12, 13, 14 hours. We'd have to fly everywhere together. It was just the way it worked out. So that's why I like to say he's more like a brother than a friend. And of course, the last few weeks, last few months, the Sami Zayn that's been coming out, that's not exactly the guy I've known for almost 2 decades.
Oh, stop it. He's always been a and you know it. Let me ask you a question.
No, I don't. You can ask me the question right as soon as I'm done. I'm in a real good mood, so you can ask me a question right. I'm done. I was going somewhere with this. So it's not the guy that I've known for the last 2 decades. Because, yeah, sure, maybe he's always been a prick. Your words, not mine. But I've always respected the hell out of him. Because in that ring, even you can't deny that he's one of the best. But the problem I've had is the last few months, this conspiracy theory stuff that he's harping about and this alternate reality he seems to live in, it's taken him away from being one of the best in the ring. And he's blaming everybody else. Listen, I don't know how many times I've heard him blame you over the past, 2 years?
Yeah, let me ask you
things
about
that happen. Yeah, you can ask me right as soon as I'm done. You can ask me whatever you want because I'm going somewhere with this. But that's the thing. He blames everybody for what's happened to him. And I've tried to talk sense into him, and it didn't work out. But that's okay, because at WrestleMania, I get to knock sense into him. I get to beat sense into him. And if I'm going to do that to my brother, I can't think of a better place than to do it than at WrestleMania, right? And then I know what you're going to ask me. You're probably going to ask me about that Logan Paul guy next week, SmackDown. Sami Zayn keeps talking about him. Look, I have no opinion on this guy. I don't. Whatever he's here for, whatever him and Sami got going on, that's their problem. That's their issue. All I care about is WrestleMania in 2 weeks. Me and Sami Zayn. It's a dream come true. And it's also going to turn out to be kind of a nightmare for him. But hopefully, once it's all said and done, I'll have managed to beat some sense into him. And, the old Sami will be back and he can straighten things out and get back on a more righteous path.